plays out, this is going to be one that you're going to want to see.
Weighing 262 pounds, representing West Windsor and MTC Windsor. Once again for Kevin Shkambi. This will be great.
3 2-minute rounds for this one for the big boys. They're gonna be a little drained after this one, that's for sure. But it's gonna be a good fight. I think that, again, we've had some great matchmaking tonight, and we talked about Kevin Shkambi being a local, and we kind of know what he's capable of, so I'm sure they put him up against quite the challenge in Geordam Libag.
All right, it's always exciting for the crowd when the heavyweights come on.
Yeah, we know this is going to be a good one. I'll just say, and Kevin has kind of been taking the game by storm here in Windsor not too long ago. He had his first MMA bout last year, and again, they must have put him against a good opponent as he starts off with a heavy right hand.
So this is an exhibition, so you can see the gloves are a little bit bigger. You see Kevin coming in with the big right hands. He's been to our gym. I have a whole bunch of heavyweights in the Michigan top team, and he came across the border to come and battle with those guys.
Yeah.
It's really tough for a heavyweight to get heavyweight experience, right? You're always the biggest in the gym, and you push the little guys around, and you think you're better than you are, and then you come up against a big guy in a fight, and you just aren't used to that pressure. And so he's done a really good job. And the ref is, as it's an exhibition, going to keep a close eye because it can't get too violent, let's say, as for an exhibition.
Control this one, right? But again, the big boys are out, and they're getting the experience that they need.
Yeah.
As I'm sure a lot of viewers have noticed, a lot of these fighters are representing multiple clubs, and you need to do that. You need to get that experience wherever you can and travel to other gyms.
Well, just like you said, he's had an MMA fight. He had a Motor City Casino, and the thing is, it's so impressive that he's putting himself in a boxing match, right? This is like how you learn all the different disciplines. You go to jiu-jitsu tournaments, you go to a boxing fight, you go kickboxing.
Exactly,
and you just get better at that.
Yeah, he just did the 32-man open not too long ago, and now he's in a boxing fight. So you can tell he wants that experience, and he has the passion.
So the funny thing about this is these are heavyweights.
No doubt about it.
You see the volume? Like, this is not typical heavyweight, pace. And it's very tough to keep up a pace like this as a heavyweight.
Yeah, I mean, we're only into our first round here, just about to wrap up, and we still got 2 more to go. And like I said, while you were ring announcing, this is going to be a grueling one. They're going to be tired by the end of it, for sure.
Well, you can hear the heavy shots. This is like the leather lunch hour right here.
Big, meaty men slapping meat.
But look at how tired Blue is. That pace, the pace of Red, it was just probably a little much for most heavyweights. You typically don't see that. And so to have a guy not only the same size as you, but the volume of a little guy, that's really tough to compete with.
Yeah, I mean, that's very tough to do, but that's what's going to make an elite fighter.
Blue did a really good job of landing some left hooks, and so I think she's got to go back to that a little bit. And then Red just came in with some thunderous right hands, so we'll see if he comes back with that, if he recovers quickly.
Yeah, I'd expect him to be explosive, but again, he could be tired after those 2 minutes.
And as you can see in the corner, with TJ Laramie, former UFC fighter, one of the best MMA fighters out of Windsor, Ontario, giving him some advice. I'm just so impressed with Kevin. He's so new, but he's done such a good job of putting the skills together, the heart together, and try out different disciplines.
Yeah, I think it's the heart and the passion that really is going to bring you to that next level. When you're so young, too, committing to doing this stuff. It's not easy. It's not easy, folks.
Probably the referee giving them the word advice, like, this is
man.
not a war. This is an exhibition. It's supposed to be a heavy sparring match.
Just a reminder, we'll call it for now.
Good, yeah. And Blue went back to that left hook that was landing in the first round, but he just falling short. Did a good, beautiful, short left hook from Red, but from Blue, but Red answering with some speed. it's hard to get heavyweights not to hit hard. Like, you know what I mean? We're talking, this is an exhibition, and they're trying to get them.
No, I think every shot that's thrown is heavy and hard. I mean, it's hard to throw a pillow in this one.
Exactly.
Like,
you're not gonna be 265 pounds and not hit hard when it lands.
Yeah. I mean, shaking your hand is probably gonna hurt. You know what I mean?
And
So.
Cornelius Stevenson, the referee, trying to check out the bloody nose of Blue, but look at Blue. He's come back really well, but the hand speed of Red has done such a good job of like coming right down the pipe.
Fighters came to fight today.
Now Red just went outside inside with the same hand, which is pretty awesome. He went for like a overhand right to right uppercut, which is very hard to defend against because you don't know where the next shot's coming.
Just gotta watch leaving yourself open too.
You know what's?
I see the blood coming.
No matter what after this, these guys are both going to do great because you have an opportunity to see Blue let his hands go. He uses a lot of speed. He has a heavy left hook. It's fast and heavy.
Like we've been saying throughout the night, this is all about experience for these young competitors and getting as much as possible. And you know what? Again, this is an exhibition, but if there was winners and losers, the L will stand for learn.
And that's become Red's money shot. He goes this short chopping, like a swipe, like an overhand right. It's almost like a right hook. I don't like saying that for an orthodox, but he goes from that right hook to a right uppercut. And what happens when you hit someone clean on the headgear, their hand naturally goes back to protect that part, but which means he's opened up himself for the uppercut. So he's landing back-to-back shots, that right, that double right, each and every time. This is the funny thing, even though Red definitely has the edge, Blue is doing such good things. Like this there'd be no way you come out of this disappointed, because when he does let his hands go, he has a really good, quick left hook.
Yet again, neither competitor has anything to be ashamed of, no matter what happens in this next 2 minutes, our last round in this one. We have Kevin Shkambi from Windsor, Ontario, from MTC, representing his club, going up against Geordam Libag of Boomers Boxing. We've seen a lot from his club so far tonight, and what a fight it's been. Thank you all for tuning in here. Actually, right now we have one of our last locals on before we get to Hunter Lee in our main event. All right, one more time. Here we go, Kara.
And what's impressive is Red is not even tired. He's like, come in here.
I know,
like,
he has stamina. Holy.
Yeah.
For a big man, too. I mean, I'm tired watching it, or watching all these fights, but...
Yeah, he just, the only thing I would try, if he gets that straight right a little bit, chopping a bit earlier, he'll land it right down the pipe. Red comes in, his shots are so heavy too. He gets in that heavy in that front foot. That's from being a kicker too. You have a tendency to like throw everything in and fall in the front foot so you can lift the leg. So it's a big adjustment for boxing. And I'm getting in trouble from the referee because this is an exhibition.
Asking for forgiveness.
Yeah, amateur boxing is not like that at all. It's pure sportsmanship, right?
Yeah.
So they don't want any of the trash talking. They don't want any of the showboating.
And this is where they need to learn that in that exhibition aspect, right? Before you get to the
For
amateur.
sure. But even in the amateur fights, you know, that's what the refs are in there. They teach.
Oh, 100%. Every stage to climb to that next stage, right? That next level. That's what you have to do.
Teach you how to be a better athlete for sure. There's that outside inside again. He goes around the hand, he connects that. Oh, see, that's that big left hook from Blue. That's going to be his money shot moving forward. He's going to learn how to do every shot to lead him up to that left hook. And Kevin doing a good shot of variety.
And the crowd behind the local kid.
Yeah, and he's had enough. Cornelius Stevenson, the referee, has had enough.
Don't blame him on that one. So this is an exhibition, no judges score on this one. You can be the judge, all the viewers live on MTC Windsor's YouTube channel. Be sure to be active in the comments as well in the live chat. What up, G? Hope you guys are ready for some more action. We got two more on the card. We got a co-main event coming up next. Mo Malad taking on Ibrahim Gargar. Before our main event, Hunter Lee, Windsor's own, in his last ever amateur boxing fight, taking on Gerard Thompson from Detroit.
Geordam Libag is 17 years old to step up and get some experience in the ring. We're the MTC fighter in Shkambi, so let's give a round of applause for both these fighters in the ring tonight.
A big round of applause for both of these individuals.